Hi everyone, good evening. Hope you're all doing well. Yes, I've come here after a so long time. It's been a hectic week for me and I've been doing a lot of stuff just to ensure my work is good, my families are fine, families are healthy, commitments at home, so many things. And today I'm gonna talk about something which is like a mandatory and which is like we should all do it. And most of the times we don't do it for some reason or the other. It could be because of personal commitments or professional commitments or just that it doesn't happen. Why? We don't know about it. So I'm talking about me time. Yes, me time. I always tell in my videos about how you need to give time for yourself and how important it is to give time for yourself and introspect and think about yourself and relax yourself. So, what is this me time is all about? Because most of the time, I've heard women coming and talking to me, and girls talking to me, even men at times. They also feel they have spoken to me and told that this me time doesn't even fit to me. And usually, when we say me time or consider about me time, it's always about binge watching something, right? Like sitting down and binge watching something randomly. But truly, if you look at it, me time is much beyond this. It is not about binge watching. The whole definition of this binge watching and the concept of binge watching has actually somewhere uh, drawn down the or faded down the essence of the actual me time. What is actually me time when I say? For me, when I say me time, it's nowhere nothing related to technology or binge watching or using my mobile or anywhere. It has to be completely far away for me. So for me time is something that I do it for my own things, my own personal things, such as something that's going to be healing for me. So what does this me time give you? Me time gives you or helps you to build yourself mentally, emotionally, makes you feel fresh, makes you feel good, makes you feel positive, excites you and pushes you for the next day, relaxes you, gives you that relaxation that your physical and mental health needs, makes you be a better spiritual human being. It can be anything. Like for example, me time could be for me that I generally clean up my wardrobes or clean up all the small shelves in my house, or rearrange all my saris, or rearrange the kitchen and how it looks, how it feels. Or sometimes I just sit down and read a book that's completely out of my zone of my business or zone of my conversations that I usually talk. It could be some kind of random fiction book or some kind of any comic strip, anything it could be. So this what helps me to build the inner person in me, gives me that satisfaction of being who I am, and the real me, the real me who wants to just calm myself down and help me to what I want to do it. So it is very important that we all have me time, but this definition of me time should be much beyond this whole binge watching of series. Because today, like the little time that we get from our far from our professional commitments, it should not be taking us back to the same technology again. It should take you to the inner self you are. It should make you so closer to you. It should be able to excuse me, it should be able to move you up as a person. So that is what this me time is all about. Today there's so many series coming up or so much of things that are running around in the entertainment industry, that the moment that Friday evening comes, we all think about binge watching. We all want to do, we have already planned on Wednesday or Tuesday that this weekend what is the series that we are going to watch. Am I right? Like all of us have started thinking like that. But somewhere is it healthy? Weekends are to relax, to have yourself, not to go back to things that are actually connected to technology. So it is very important. Excuse me. Sorry. So it is very important that me time time should be you alone, without any connection to any technology. It could be any time with your family, with your children, with your parents, anything it could be. But it should be something very personal, something that relaxes you, something that excites you, and at the same time comforts you. Because this whole me time should be a stress buster, and it should be also help you to grow as a person. Because when you grow as a person, you feel good, you feel relaxed as well, you are less stressed because you're growing, right? This whole concept of growing should be there, but it should not be determined by some kind of what I'm doing, am I determining the goals and everything. No, it doesn't work like that. It should be calming yourself for what you are. So this whole concept of me time has to be completely changed. It should not something that is going to be end up to binge watching something. So it is very, very important that we as individuals think of me time as something that's personal, that's who we are. Like for sometimes I tell people, I've had a client who was a school student, and I've told her, you take that me time to sit down and write what you want, what you feel like, what you want to do in life, what kind of a person you want to be. Because in these so hectic life schedules, these are the things that children in their school age and their college are missing out. And that me time should give them to think about it. Maybe drawing, doing some kind of creative art form, or anything that you like. Because all this kind of instigates the inner little cells of your creativity, your thought process, and helps you to introspect, think within you what you are, how you are as a person. Are you feeling good? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling sad? If yes, then why? Then it helps you to know who you are. And that's more important than anything that you're actually achieving or succeeding, or like whatever the terms that these people are telling. It's much beyond that. We need to look beyond that and think that even your physical fitness becomes healthy, or who you are as a physically, only when you're mentally comfortable with yourself, mentally healthy to what you are as a person. So it is very, very important that we define the me time as something what defines our personality, and not something that you end up doing just for the sake of entertainment for 7 hours, 8 hours, and then on Sunday evening you just feel that no, the weekend has just gone by and I haven't done anything. Because when you start doing things for yourself, you'll never feel that you haven't done anything in the weekend. Because most of the times what happens is, most of the weekends it just goes by watching these kinds of binge shows. And on a Sunday evening or something, when the Monday morning is nearing, we kind of have these kinds of thoughts that, oh my god, another weekend has gone by and I don't know what to do. I have so many things running in my head, and I'm just feeling so shattered, and I'm feeling I'm everywhere. Most of the times it happens. Even many times for me as well, I go through that phase. Then I recover. Then I do that digital detox. Like I don't come live, I don't post messages, nor do I take workshops, nor do I actually watch anything. I just go back to what I am. I love being that way, because I think being a 90s kid who didn't have any kind of technology, I knew how to be with myself. I knew how to feel happy with myself. I didn't need anything but at that time to make me actually happy. So it was very, very comforting. So I usually go away or take a step back and do that once in a while. That okay, without technology I need to be happy. How do I do that? So I keep finding ways to do that for myself. So it is very, very important that we as a generation, or we as elders, or we as parents do this all by ourselves, show it to our children, so that even children don't have that thought of this binge watching, this me time. Because I have seen a lot of kids, adults and kids, pre-tweens, everybody doing these kinds of binge watching. I totally agree. Once in a while, even I do. It's not that I don't do. But yes, once in a while, it's completely fine. But doing it on a regular basis, on a weekend, every weekend is really not healthy. And it kind of feels that, it also feels that like through a series or through a television show or a web show is what the couples are able to sit together, and that's the reason why they are able to sit together in one space and talk about the things that are kind of connected to the series and their personal life. So what happens if the series is not there? If what happens if the web shows are not there? The couples are not able to sit together because they have their own space. So it's kind of very important that we start looking at this me time as something that's going to build ourselves, build our relationships, build things that we want in life. Definitely these kinds of temporary things are not something that we're going to have it for sustaining for life, or we want it for life. Today we will watch such an entertainment and we'll keep moving ahead, right? But things that are what we want is the inner self, the relationships, the what we are, how we want to do, how our life should be. So all this is thing that we all wanted. So it is very very important that me time, define your me time. Maybe weekly once, have a time just for yourself. I understand so many moms have told me that with all these kinds of online education today, there is no me time they get. There is zero me time. And even for that matter, I have had few fathers who have come and spoken to me saying there is no scope for me time. At least I had that few hours when I actually traveled to office. That was my space to think and relax and everything. But now even that is not there. I totally understand, but you just need to step up and take that gap. Push yourself, like let the children play by themselves and take yourself that me time. That's very very important, because that is only going to keep your mental health stable, and it's also going to help your other journey of relationship and parenting and everything. Because I personally feel this mental health, marriage and parenting is quite connected. If one goes down, the rest of the two as well goes down. So it is very very important as an individual, define what is me time for you, and as a couple, what is the me time that you want to give for yourself. So it is very very important that it's fully packaged for you, and you do it in a consistent basis. You do it for 2 months. I will write and give you, this is going to change the whole perspective of your life, and you will start enjoying the time that you actually have it for yourself than the time you're actually watching doing that binge watching. So on this Friday, so I've done this especially on a Friday evening when couples and people are wanting to do binge watching. I would suggest take a little time, maybe half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, maybe 1 hour, something just for you, or just as a couple. Just sit down, relax, talk about your old memories. You don't have to have any kind of serious discussions, just these kinds of old memories. Talk back, relax, because it's at the end of the day, these kinds of relaxation is what is needed for you to get charged up and be active and be productive on Monday. And if this is not there, even Mondays are going to be blues, are going to be tiring. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for coming and joining in this live session. And please do share this video. Maybe somewhere someone is definitely need to listen to this. Thank you and have a fabulous weekend.